So welcome to chapter 3 of class 6 social science 1. The chapter name is In the Earliest Cities. So first we are going to go through the story of Harappa. Harappa, discovered nearly 150 years ago during the laying of railway lines in Punjab, Pakistan, was initially perceived as a source of high quality bricks. Engineers used thousands of bricks from the ancient city walls to build railway lines, resulting in significant destruction. About 80 years ago, archaeologists identified Harappa as one of the oldest cities in the subcontinent. Harappan is a term used for all sites with similar buildings and artifacts, with these cities developing approximately 4700 years ago. What was special about these cities? So many ancient cities like Mohenjo-daro were divided into smaller, higher western part called the citadel and a larger lower eastern part known as the lower town. Baked brick walls surrounded each part, laid in an interlocking pattern for strength, enduring thousands of years. Special buildings like the Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro were constructed on the citadel. The bath had steps, rooms, and a water-light lining. Other cities such as Kalibagnan and Lothal had fire altars for potential sacrifices, and some like Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and Lothal featured elaborate storehouses. Houses, drains, and streets. Houses in ancient cities were typically 1 or 2 stories high, featuring rooms around a central courtyard. Most houses had a separate bathing area, and some had wells for water supply. Cities had well-planned covered drains laid out in straight lines with a gentle slope of water flow. House drains were interconnected with street drains, leading to larger ones. Inspection holes were provided for cleaning. The planning and construction of houses, drains, and streets likely occurred simultaneously in these cities. Now, life in the city. Harappan cities were bursting with activity, featuring rulers who likely planned special buildings. These rulers may have sent people to distant lands for metal, precious stones, and other desired items. Scribes, knowledgeable in writing, aided in preparing seals and potential writing on other materials. Craft persons, both men and women, crafted various items in their homes or specialized workshops. People traveled to distant lands, bringing back raw materials and stories. Terracotta toys have been discovered, suggesting children played with these or with them in the ancient cities. Now, new crafts in the city. Harappan cities yielded objects made of stone, shell, and metals like copper, bronze, gold, and silver. Copper and bronze were used for tools, weapons, ornaments, and vessels, while gold and silver were utilized for ornaments and vessels. Notable finds include beads, weights, blades, and rectangular stone seals with animal carvings. Harappan crafted pots with intricate black designs and produced cotton, evidenced by cloth fragments found at Mehergarh. Spindle holes made of terracotta and faience were discovered, indicating the spinning of thread. Many objects were likely crafted by specialists, trained individuals in specific tasks like cutting stone, polishing beads, and carving seals. The illustration suggests expert craftsmanship, possibly by a skilled craft person. It's unclear if only men or women were specialists. Some women and men may have been specialists. So faience. Faience, unlike naturally occurring stone or shell, is an artificially produced material. It involves shaping sand or powdered quartz with gum and glazing, resulting in a shining glassy surface. Commonly these glazed colors were blue or sea green. Fans was utilized to craft beads, bangles, earrings and small vessels. Now, in search of raw materials. So, raw materials are substances found naturally or produced by farmers, herders, processed to create finished goods. Harappans used locally available raw materials like wood and ores, but sourced items such as copper, tin, gold, silver, and precious stones from distant places. Copper likely came from present-day Rajasthan and Oman, tin possibly from Afghanistan and Iran, gold from Karnataka, and precious stones from Gujarat, Iran, and Afghanistan. Food for people in the cities. In Harappan society, urban dwellers depended on rural farmers and herders for food. Crops grown included wheat, barley, pulses, rice, sesame, linseed, and mustard. The plough, likely made of wood, was used for planting seeds. Toy models have been found. Potential irrigation was found or used due to limited rainfall for crops. Cattle, sheep, goat and buffalo were reared near settlements. Herds traveled to distant areas in dry months. Bar fruits were collected and fishing and hunting of wild animals like antelope occurred. So let's take a closer look towards Harappan towns in Gujarat. So Dholavira in the run of Kutch had fresh water and fertile soil divided into three parts with massive stone walls and gateways. It featured a large open area for public ceremonies and unique Harappan script letters carved from white stone. Lothal, near the Gulf of Khambat in Gujarat, stood by a Sabarmati tributary with easy access to raw materials. Lothal was a significant center for crafting objects from stone, shell and metal with a storehouse containing seals and ceilings. A building in Lothal, likely a bead making workshop, yielded stone pieces, half-made beads, tools and finished beads. Seals and ceilings. Seals likely stamped bags or packets for transporting goods. Wet clay was applied to the knot and the seal pressed on it to create a ceiling. The intact ceiling ensured the safe arrival of goods at their destination. The mystery of the end. Around 3900 years ago, a major change occurred as people stopped living in many cities. Writing, seals, weights and long-distance trade declined. Cities like Mohenjo-daro experienced issues such as piled up garbage, broken drainage systems and construction of less impressive houses. Possible reasons include river dying, deforestation and environmental changes. The rulers may have lost control, leading to abandonment of some sites. Newer, smaller settlements emerged in the east and south about 1400 years later. The Q&A section for this chapter is left and it will be done in separate video. So this concludes chapter 3. So thanks for watching this video. We will continue in the next class.